let's see, can they see us? Yes, okay, you're in your spot. Perfect. Okay, cool, awesome.
And now that it's not close to my nap time, I won't be yawning.
Right, okay. Alright, so. Alright, welcome back to Drapes, Dioramas. David Drape, Leo Drape. Getting ready to show everybody what we're going to be doing. You want to say anything to everybody before we get started?
I don't think so. I think we should just get started.
Alright,
now.
sounds good to me. Alright, so, like I said, today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be showing you how to actually start gluing your pieces together. We showed you last time we were here how to set up your diorama and get it ready to be cut and to be glued in place. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I'll go over some of the different cutting utensils that I use. So like I said, I'll use steak knives a lot of times. This has some really nice teeth on it that's really good for different foams, especially the styrofoam, especially if you're like trying to saw into it and saw through it. That's really good for that. This one is actually a plastic butter knife that's actually really good for doing the grooves in between the bricks when you're laying a brick wall. The same with this kind of like Ginsu rip-off steak knife. That's what I use that for, or I'll even use it for cutting out big pieces. I don't really use these as much. Sometimes I do, because I find that my steak knives and butter knife tend to do what I want. If I'm cutting something that needs to look a little finer, I'll use the X-Acto knife. Or perhaps I will bust out one of these. But for us today, what we will be doing is, oh yeah, let's plug in these glue guns. I got a couple glue guns right here for me and Leo, ready to go. I got some glue sticks on the side over here. So what you always want to do is you want to plug your glue sticks in and let them heat up a little bit before you start trying to get things in place. So we've got our glue guns plugged in, we've got them heating up right now. What I can do is start to trim off some of this excess that I don't need on here and recycle it like I was saying. So, first thing that I'll do is, oh yeah, I got my tacky glue in case I need it. I've got my white glue. I've got them upside down so they're ready to go. Caps are closed up. So they don't spill out, but they're upside down so they're ready to go. I usually use packing tape to hold them in place and they don't fall over. I'm going to prop them up against my background diorama right here first because I forgot to close up the bottom of this box. So let me take out the extra goodies I've got in there because shipping information and another little box that I forgot to take out. So let me go ahead and take that out, and I'm going to take my packing tape and close up my box. You do want to make sure that you do have both sides of your box closed up nice and tight. So,
Hey, what are you using a knife?
just because I didn't want to have to walk away to go grab the scissors. So, always curl the corner like that so you can come back and find your tape later on. Oh yeah, for sure. I'll get you to do stuff in just a moment, but for now, let's do what we were doing. Let's see, how did I have that? I think, did we have that like this? Yeah, we had that like that. Okay, so right now what I want to be doing is I'm going to pretend like this is the other side, because it would just be flipped around like that. And I'm going to take this
and cut off this part.
Right, exactly. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take this side's a little wobbly from when we cut it. So as you can see, probably let's say right here. You can probably see a little better. It's a little wobbly right here, but we can easily just line that up against this piece that's also a little wobbly. So what's going to end up happening is they're going to line up a little bit better than they would if I didn't do that. And that's just using my styrofoam to my advantage. But this piece right here is nice and flush, so I'm going to use that to go against the cardboard box right there. Okay, thank you very much, Leo. So then I will scoochy this guy out of the way since we're moving forward with this one. So we'll get that completely out of the way there. Is that better? Can everybody see me more?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So this side's flush to the box. This side will end up getting cut off from right here over, like I was saying.
Oh, you made a mark.
And then end up doing the same thing right there. So like he said, I made a mark. So I can literally take my finger and go down along the line right here of where I want to cut this off. And go along right here of the line of where I want to cut this piece off. That's going to show me, okay, I need to slice that off. So, to give us a little bit more stability before I end up cutting it off too, I can actually glue some of these pieces in place. Looks like at least one of the hot glue guns is heated up and ready to go. As you can see, underneath our hot glue guns, I have a little piece of cardboard. That is so that way, as we're going along, to check your temperature, I can squirt out a little bit, and anything that drips out will also be caught on this piece of cardboard. So,
wait, but isn't that hot? You're not supposed to glue it.
Right, but I'm gluing the styrofoam to the cardboard. So yeah, so what I can do is I can squirt out the glue onto the cardboard first, and then press the styrofoam against that. Absolutely. Let me get this guy in place. Let me give an explanation real quick. So I'm going to get this front piece glued in place first. I want to make sure that I get a nice thick amount on here. If I need to add some more glue as we go along, that's okay. Don't worry about it. But I've got that on top right there. And this is the side that I wanted to press up against the most, because that's going to be our side over here. Because I'm starting with this side of our rooftop first, and then we'll pull out the other side.
It didn't really touch right there. Maybe you should.
That's okay. That's okay, because you know what? Let me show you really quick. It's stuck enough. See?
Yeah.
See?
And
Pressing up against it.
Styrofoam's going to be covering that part.
Right, exactly, and that's where I'll let you bust out the glue gun. But we want to make sure that we switch in the new glue stick as we go along. I'll steal this guy really quick, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in right here really quick and just kind of get these corners just a little bit. I don't need to worry so much about what it looks like. I just need to get enough in there. It's just got a little bit more of a secure bond, and I don't have to worry about, oh, it fell off later on as we're doing more details and things like that. So I'm just kind of quickly slapping down some glue, hot glue stick on there really quick, making sure that my glue gun is not too hot right now and it's not melting everything on my styrofoam. So as you can see, just quick little globby globs everywhere. So now I'm done with this guy. He can sit down right there. And some glue's gonna seep out. That's okay, no big deal. So now this guy, this big guy, can end up going down in here. Now, Leo's gonna glue this one down. And what we're going to do is, once we've got some glue, give me a second. Once we've got some glue, look at me really quick, Leo. Because I'm explaining to him as I'm explaining to you guys as well. So really quick, we're going to get some glue down in this corner here, get some glue down in this corner here, and here, and here. Then we can line this up. And you see how this side right here is flat? So what's going to happen is this jagged piece is going to go against here, and you're going to make this piece flat by taking your little hand and going against it here, like that. Or I can put my hand there and you can press it down. And then we'll be able to have more stability and be able to cut that off. Okay, so yeah, the blue guy should be ready to go. That's the fun part too about having two glue guns going at the same time, is that you always have one ready to go. Okay, go for it, yes. That's perfect. Go ahead and get another globby like that over in this corner. Perfect. Get another one over in this corner. You want to move quick because you don't want this globby to dry too much. Alright, perfect. Now go ahead and set that down over there really quick. Alright. Don't worry so much. And then go ahead and grab this and set this down right here. I'm going to press my hand against this side. Make sure you get it all the way on there. Press it down all 4 corners. Awesome, awesome. Cool. Now that should be set. That should be good. Yep. See? See how it's, we press it down in all these 4 corners and see how it is ready. So now I can take this really quick before we do anything else, and I'm going to just secure it in a couple more spots. Absolutely. So go ahead, and what I'll do is I'll hold it so that way they can see it on camera, and then you come in here, hit this spot. Yeah, make sure that gets filled in. Perfect. Now get this spot in the middle right here. Make sure you don't glue my finger. It's hot. Okay, good. Okay, go ahead and pull the gun away. Don't worry, pull the gun away. Don't worry so much. You don't have to put it down because we're gonna come in right here. Do the same thing. Now it's gonna be a little tricky because right here we have this over part. So you're gonna come in and let me show you. You're gonna hold the gun at this angle here. Okay. Okay. So let me hand that back to you, and then let me come in at a different angle to make it easier for you. Yeah, there you go. And then get one in that corner, one in the middle right here. Yep, quick globbies, don't worry too much. Just make sure you're doing it so the glue gun doesn't get too hot. And then one more globby over in this corner right here. Now is it touching the styrofoam and the box?
Yeah.
Perfect, awesome. Okay, so we're done. Go ahead and set that down. Awesome, high five.
I don't think they saw it.
That's okay. That's okay. No, I mean, we're doing it right here. I mean, we'll see as we go along. So just in case we missed it, so I'm gonna take the glue gun and I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna get a globby on there really quick. We got another globby on here really quick before our glue gun gets too hot. So I'll come over here and I'll show you how to get that again. Let me get a globby. Yeah, because your glue gun can end up getting really hot after a while, and so can the glue that's coming out. So I'm gonna get a globby. See how it's just quick and dirty, really quick on there. I don't want to have to spend too much time on it, because again, if my glue sticks out. If my glue gun gets too hot and the glue coming out gets too hot, like this one's gonna be a little hotter right here. And no, not too bad. So it looks like we're good. We got a globby here. Big, nice, thick globby there, holding the styrofoam and the box together. Nice, big, thick globby there. Looks like I can get a little bit more right there. Just because, looks good. Alright, so now that we've got our globbies in place, go ahead and reload both our guns for us. Awesome, good job. Now that we've got our globbies in place, we can move forward with trimming off this extra piece of styrofoam here. And once we've got this extra piece of styrofoam trimmed off, we can end up adding it to this side over here. That's going to end up having that other piece that's like this one added to the top. So we're going to end up also trimming off this extra right here. That's along this edge right here. But that's right now.
Oh Dad, this isn't fully run out. It's just a tiny bit more plastic.
Oh, okay, well then set that down, and then what that means is that the glue stick needed time to heat up. So that's another reason why it's a good idea to have 2 glue guns going at the same time. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim this off just a little bit over here. And Leo, as I'm going along and doing that, did you want to take the time to glue this in place for us? Okay, so I would start, let me explain to you really quick. I would start with this front piece first. Okay, so you remember what to do? What do we do? Where does the glue go?
Right here and right here.
Well, what we'll do is you can pick this up like this and get the glue on there. Do you need me to bring it a little lower for you? Or is this okay? You need me to bring it a little lower? grab your piano. Message in just a moment. And I'm going to start to just chop along. Alright. And I'm going to press slowly but firmly as I'm going into the styrofoam. And as you notice, no, that's perfect. Go ahead and get this down on there. Go ahead and set down your hot glue gun. Take a moment to do that. And then remember, we need that corner and that bottom lined up. Perfect. Awesome. Let's go ahead and get that corner right there a little nicer. Yeah. Awesome, dude. So, as I was saying, you'll... Oh, you can't really see it. So let me... We're experiencing technical difficulties. So, let me point this down for us really quick so we can see a little bit better of what we're doing on our hands. Okay, so Leo's getting this glued down here. Make sure now you got to do the secured areas in the corners. Okay. Don't worry about that too much. Go ahead and get the secured areas in the corners. So what I'm doing right here is, you couldn't see it before. I'm slowly chopping into my styrofoam, and I'm pressing into it as I'm going up and pressing into it as I'm going down, and that's giving me a cut going up and a cut going down, getting me to go through the styrofoam a little cleaner and a little nicer. And what I did was I lined it up against the edge of my table, so it's coming off the edge of my table, and it's nowhere near gonna cut my table, gonna cut me, or gonna cut Leo. And as I get this to this edge, it also allows me to slap that off like that, and I now have that edge right here ready to go. And later on, I can take a piece of sandpaper to it and get it all cleaned up and nice. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on this side, but I'm just going to bring it to this edge here, because I want to keep this design of this front right here. So I'm just going to bring it to this edge right here, but I need to get all this chunky part off right here. All right, so I will start from this edge right here, coming inward. Again, nowhere near Leo. Pressing on the up, pressing on the down, and just bring it to that edge right there, and I should be able to just slap that off like that. And then later on, what's going to end up happening is I'm going to come in, I'm going to vacuum off all these little bits of styrofoam for us. It's actually a lot easier to clean than you think. So now I've got my edges of my rooftop, and I've got other pieces that can be recycled onto here. Give me a moment for you. Let me move my knife over. And as I was saying, these pieces can be recycled to cover these other edges. So this will be able to cover that, and use it to fill in these other things, and you'll see as we go along. So let me hop over here and help out Leo really quick. So Leo needed some help. Well, what were you saying?
It's just cooled off.
Looks almost there. He's got all his lobbies and his edges perfect. Looks really great.
Can they see me?
They can at least see what I'm showing them. So he's got all his lobbies and his edges. They're still a little wet, but not too crazy. And again, this is our front that we're working with. So this is our front right here that we're working with. I don't think you can see it because we can't see anything below that blue line. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to bring this down right here, and he's going to glue this piece over the top here and line this up with this corner here. Alright, so you ready for that, Leo?
Yeah.
Alright.
Same thing, 4 corners.
Same thing, 4 corners. Now this is going to be a little bit different. So let me show you what's going to be a little bit different with this. What I'm going to do, I keep a pencil handy. I got a couple pencils over here, so I like to keep a pencil handy. I've got this lined up where I want it to be. Now I know that there is a little extra piece of the box back here that's going to come off the edge of the styrofoam. That's okay. I don't need to mess with that. I don't need to cut that off. I'm using that for stability. If I want to, I can put a couple more pieces of styrofoam back here to make this wall more sturdy, but that's later on. Right now what I need to show you is I'm going to take this pencil and I'm going to draw a line here, and that's going to show Leo where he needs to put his other 2 dots at the top up here without having to worry about, oh, I put the glue where the styrofoam's not even going to go. Okay, so we'll jump over here. I'll set this down for Leo. Leo can go ahead and keep moving forward. I've got my pieces ready to go. Let me bust out this is that rooftop piece that I was talking about that I really like. And I wanted to bring this back up like this and attach it to this side. I think that would look really nice. And just kind of complete that effect like that. Yeah, I like that. That's cool. All right, so what's going to end up happening here? Yeah. So you can see what I'm doing here. I'm just double checking from different angles. You want to look at your stuff from different angles to make sure that it's got what you're looking for. So right now I can see, okay, this side's gonna look a little bit different than this side, but that's okay. I can keep moving forward. I like the way that it's going to look. Yeah. No, we need this. Cool.
They got it once it's right.
Right, exactly. And that's the cool part about the hot glue is that I was easily able to just slide that over exactly where we needed it to go. So now what I would do is I'm going to come in here really quick. I'm going to slap some lobby supporters in the spots that they need to be. Let's see here. So.
Oh, Dad, you moved it.
Yeah, I noticed. It's okay. There we go. Okay. I had to line that up really quick better because when I slid it over, the other pieces didn't connect on this side. So I'm going to quickly throw some lobby supports in on this side too. Alright, set that down. That's done. So, okay. So really quick, I had to jump in and save this. This is going great. Perfect. Got it. Toss some more on this side too, just in case we're noticing there's wiggling a little bit over here. Alright. There we go.
Can I get right there?
Yeah. So then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna toss some in the front right here too. And we're adding some extra globbies for extra support because it was wiggling around a little bit. So Leo's gonna go ahead and come in the front right here. Go ahead and get some globbies. So 1, 2, 3, okay? No, grab the other one. I used that one up.
Oh.
Yeah. The other guy's ready though. Alright, there you go. Alright, and then let's make sure that we're not blocking everybody so they can see kind of what you're doing too. Alright, perfect.
It's not really. Oh,
there you go. Alright. Awesome. And then... Yep. That's what happened, was it sat there for a little too long. There we go. See, need more coming up. A little bit more coming up. Alright, there we go. So we got those lobbies in place right there. I'm going to hold it in the front right here because our glue gun got just a little too hot because the glue was sitting in there for way too long. But that's okay. It didn't melt it too much right there. No. It just kind of like made it retreat a little bit. But that's okay. It's still good because this whole piece is going to be covered anyways. Alright, so careful with your hand. We also have this extra piece. Is that big enough to go in the front right here? Probably not. But I do have more pieces for us. Let's see, does this look better? And this is another thing, is that I'm going to play with some of these styrofoam pieces and see which one might be a little bit better to go in these different places. Like this one as you can see, fits on here a little bit nicer. So we might just glue this one in place here and use this corner as a decorative piece because I kind of like the way that looks. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my pencil and using this line as a guideline, I'm going to take my pencil and draw a line straight on right here. And now we know where we need to chop that. So now Leo can take the steak knife and Leo can cut off that piece. Don't worry about the glue gun. Go ahead and cut this piece off here. You need to have, yeah, there you go. Alright, so I'm going to hold this piece on the table for him a little more sturdy. There you go, there you go. Good, now come in on this side, stop. Come in on this side, hold your knife like this. Now push, push down slow, slow. Up, push on the up, push on the down, there you go. Slow, don't worry about making fast. There you go, go slow, slow cuts. There you go, see? Awesome, now go ahead and pass that back to me. We'll slide this over here. Now what you want to do, thank you. What you want to do is get your globbies on this piece now. We already know that'll be fine, they'll line up. We're going to do this side as the bottom. See this? This side is going to be the bottom right here, okay? So that's how we're going to do it. So, that's okay. Now go ahead and reload your gun and get it going. I'm going to still one for my side really quick because I need to get some stuff glued in place too.
This isn't really fitting well.
Because there might be some glue on there already.
Yeah.
That's okay. Move forward.
Should I do it?
Yes. Alright, so I'm gonna get some globbies in place on here really quick. This one's gonna be a little bit different because the glue will only set on the bottom part of this one. So I'm not gonna put any glue on the top part of the other
Where's the
styrofoam. Give me a second. There we go. And let me set this down. Here is your piece, and we're going to set it right here, like this. There we go. There, perfect. Alright. And then go ahead and get your other pieces secured in place. I'm going to slap mine on here really quick where I want it to go. Yes. So now I'm just going to quickly go all the way across with this guy because I just need it to be in place nicer. And then I'm going to go ahead and quickly get that on there because my glue is not too hot right now, so I can go ahead and just use it straight on the styrofoam like that. Alright, and I'm going to anchor it over on this side really quick. Alright, there we go. We got some anchorage going on. I'm gonna get another anchor on here. Alright, cool. So this part of the rooftop is nice and anchored in place. I'm gonna go ahead and set down my glue gun so I don't hurt myself with it. And I'm gonna cut off this extra piece right here.
So much here.
Don't worry about that side. Give me a moment, let me cut this off. And then I'll be back and get it with you. Alright, there we go. That's off the there. Right, alright, let me hop over here with you really quick. Looks great.
Oh, isn't that hot?
No, but you got a little too much here and there. But easily wiped off.
Oh, you're right.
Okay,
It's
cool.
warm. It feels
Right.
good.
Alright, so like I said, I've got this lined up with this edge over here. I know that you can see me over there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in, and because of my dots on there that I was talking about before, I know that if I chop off going along that edge, I'm going to just do one slice, just going across the top like that. So now I can come in and go a little bit deeper, not all the way to my table. I'm just pressing with the knife. pressing. I'm gonna go one more time. There we go. Hardly coming anywhere near the table, but I am pressing into my styrofoam with my knife. Now, you'll see that comes off just like that. Now, quickly bust out my dudes
And see if it works.
and see,
Perfect.
still nice amount above my dudes right there, as you can see. Nice amount. Yeah, there we go. Nice amount still above their heads, looking really cool right here. And then we have this extra piece that can easily be added to the top right here to become our other.
Oh, then I was thinking half of it over and half of it over.
Right. See, yeah, that's a really great idea. And then that would help with the reinforcement later on. Okay, so Leo just said that he wants it more like this. That's perfect. That's great. So I'm going to quickly take my hot glue that's not too hot right now. And I've got it wholly in place just the way that he wanted it. And I can easily get these guys out of the way. Easily take more hot glue, reinforce it there. Boom, nice. Alright. I'm going to do just a little bit on the back right here. There we go. Alright. Not too bad. Maybe flip it around, get some on the front right here because it's kind of dripping off the front. There we go. Okay. Alright, so
That was like spider webbing.
let me get my glue gun back over here and out of my way. Awesome. And I didn't really measure this to make sure that it was all even around. That's okay, no big deal. But as you can see, that piece is resting on there quite nicely, a lot more sturdy, and as the hot glue starts to dry, it's going to start to come together quite nicely. There we go. Okay, cool. So this piece is ready to go with our bricks, and we've got everything glued in place. I'm going to take our styrofoam, some more styrofoam bits. I'm going to add a little bit down here. I'm going to add a little bit on this side over here, but not right now. You get the idea. You get the idea of where we're going with it. So that's enough for this episode. We do have all this glue, all this hot glued in place on our cardboard spacers. Let me turn this up just a little bit. There we go. We've got everything glued in place with our cardboard spacers and don't have to worry about anything falling off. So when we come back next time, what we'll do is we'll show you how to lay the bricks onto this one and the front and the sides here. We're going to have a window going, a piece of a window going in right here. Probably put another window on this side over here too. And decide what kind of design do we want on this styrofoam on this side. Probably go with like larger cinder blocks. Would probably be nicer because I don't want them to both look exactly the same. I want them to look a little different.
What about it's just like an apartment?
Well, we want it to be two different buildings. Remember? I'm listening.
Yeah, but in the part one, where Raphael got beat up, it was in an antique shop.
Right, but we're not making it exactly like it. It's a little different. Okay. It doesn't have to be exactly like the movie. We're just doing a rooftop diorama. Alright, so awesome. Until next time, David Drape, Leo Drape, Drapes Dioramas. We'll catch you later.
Bye.
Drapes Creations.